Alright, the next quest in the storyline is given to us by Lyse in the Doman Enclave and Hian's, headquarters, under the Moonlight. Let's go. Sorry, bad timing. Excuse me. I think it's time we're going, don't you? We've done all we can here, and we have a lot to report. But before we head back to the Rising Stones, let's call in at Ralga's Reach. We should be the ones to tell Lyse about Zenos. After everything we went through together, we owe her that. She walks off. I run to follow. We can teleport there for 1,000. God damn it. What's the other way to go? Oh, I can just go to fuck that, man. 1,000. Fuck you. Fuck you, 1,000. Use my free teleport to go to Gridania. There's a point in time, once you start doing the quest, like this entire storyline in this particular expansion, that having Gridania as your free teleport is not a bad idea, even if you're not Gridanian. So I just did my free teleport, and now it only costs 240. So I saved 800 and something, or 700 and something. I don't want to do the math. I don't care. Review your custom upgrade from. I don't have. I'm not in any. I don't live there. You don't know that. Whatever. We have the plus quests that I have chosen. Oh, are there more now? I'm scared. There's like 5 plus quests, and some of them might be new. Were there 5 last time and I chose not to do all 5 because the rewards weren't good? If any of them lead to other dungeons and trials and raids and stuff, like, I want to do those, because those are usually good for, like, extra story. But here's Lyse. I had forgotten her name in the last video when I was talking about comrades lost. Mercy, Lyse, you're back. No Alphinaud. It's good to see you, Lyse. As for my headstrong brother, he's off on what will almost certainly turn out to be a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Garlemald. They're both shocked. Her and Manago are shocked. It's a long story, but we have evidence that Zenos might still be alive. What? But that's... If this is a joke, gods, this has better be a joke. This has better be a joke. Screen pans up a tiny bit, goes black as Lyse explains, shock face on Lyse. Look, I know what I saw, right? We all saw it, and here you are saying he's alive and well and living the high life back in Garlemald? I know how ludicrous this sounds. I'm still having difficulty believing it myself, but while I might doubt the word of an Imperial envoy, I'm inclined to trust Mercy's. She saw the Crown Prince through the Echo, in a meeting that could only have taken place in the recent past. It was him. It was Zenos. Or Zenos is alive. It was him. It was he. It was him. It was Zenos. No. It must have been, I don't know, some kind of really convincing imposter? Zenos is dead. He had a great big hole in his neck. We buried him. I and someone went to the trouble of desecrating the bastard's grave, remember? Says Manago. That's Thal's gilded halls. Whatever are you talking about? Says a random voice. It's Thancred. I did not do that. Thancred, what brings you to the Reach? Says Lyse. Alphinaud had me lending a hand at the saltery, keeping an eye on the rebuilding work and so on, just until operations were up and running. And now that they are, I thought I might look in on you before wending my weary way back to headquarters. Forgive me if I misheard, but is there some suggestion the late Crown Prince could have gotten better? If so, I suggest a quick look inside his coffin as our first order of business. As much as I hated the man, it doesn't feel right defiling his grave, but if it will put this rumor to rest, I suppose we have to. And when there are no curious eyes about, if we can manage it. Zenos is buried up with the bloodhound in the locks. His grave was set apart from the others and left unmarked so as not to upset the locals. But she is not stuttering, I am. Am I trying to go too fast? Is that the question? Fuck. Then it shouldn't be too hard to find. Nago, you're in charge until I get back. We're all happy to have her. Bloodhound. I've never heard that before, but whatever. Porta Pretoria is the closest teleport. Really? Fine. 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 I've probably been to the Bloodhound before. I don't remember. 271 to teleport to Porta Pretoria. Can I fly here? I feel like I can, right? Nope. That would have been funny. That would have been funny if I tried to fly off of a very tall cliff. Although, mounted, you still obviously survive with 1 hit point. But we are running from Porta Pretoria on our mount to the northeast. To the northeast. No, I can't do Russian right now. If I could ever fucking do it, I can't do it right now for some reason. Mr. Large Treant of the steppes of the plateaus for some reason. Lock leeches. Lightning sprites. Kind of like giant mole-like lock nankas. Moles with like spiky things coming from there. Oh, we have not been here. It's not explored. Okay. That raises a question. How do I fucking get there? This dude has like a golden phoenix as his mount. That's kind of cool. Oh, nope, don't want to do that. I will follow you. Just for now, it seems. And no longer. I can hear this golden phoenix's sparkly flappings behind me. Some big old tortoise monsters. Some like stone walls, cracked in some places, but like quite healthy. Now there's a minotaur, Abelathian minotaur. And now we can head west. And we discovered a new location. And we have gained the Eye of a Minotaur. There's also banshees here. Big old like black ghost monsters. I'm very familiar with banshees if you ever played Final Fantasy XI, but I don't remember seeing a whole lot of them in this game so far. But we have reached what appears to be a grave. A tomb, even, maybe. A big stone slab on top of a other stone thing. This is it. Gods, he'd better be in there. Someone scrawled all over the stone a while ago, but I had it scrubbed off and thought no more about it. So no one thought to check if the coffin was occupied. Well, then we are presented with but one course of action. And we'd best be sure we are not observed in the doing of it. Shall we begin? That was all Thancred. Cutscene. Cutscene ahead of the gas man. Or headsman. We see Thancred.
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Well, shite. And now we do see an empty grave, empty tomb, whatever. Empty sarcophagus, I guess, if it has the lid.
Well, it must be somewhere. I only hope it isn't walking around.
It's walking sometimes from my vision. Mostly sitting and plotting, maybe. Oh, we have this like zoom out where, there's a liberation guy, a Doman liberation guy watching us from afar. Maybe he can see the empty tomb. He smiles though. What the fuck? Why are you smiling, dude? I thought you were on our side. He smiles and walks off, unbeknownst to us. If it's raining, by the way, if you couldn't hear that. If there's no corpse, then are we to conclude the rumors are true? Not necessarily. We might still be dealing with a doppelganger of some kind. An agent could have been sent to dispose of the body in a bid to lend credence to this tale of Zenos' resurrection. More and more, however, I find myself siding with Alphinaud's theory of Asian possession. Speaking from experience, I can tell you that they have no qualms about taking a living host, let alone a dead one. You're saying an Asian is walking around in Zenos' body? It seems a distinct possibility. Once I have put this grave back the way we found it, I shall pay a visit to the people responsible for interring the Crown Prince. Before leaping to any conclusions, I want to know for sure if a body was ever buried here, and how certain we are that Zenos was properly dead. If he wasn't, that was some trick. He as good as cut his own head off. Anyway, Raban needs to hear about this. If you find anything out, send word to me at Ralga's Reach. I don't know why I'm surprised. With matters settling down in Doma, we were due another crisis. Shall we make for the Rising Stones, then? It's past time we shared these developments with the others. Those last two lines were Lyse. Thancred gives a wave. Lyse has walked off a couple lines ago. And here we are. Oh, hey, thank you for teleporting me here. That's nice of you. Okay. While I was waiting for you to arrive, I spoke with Oriange over Link Pearl and gave him a full report. Yishchol is on her way and should be here at any... Cutscene. Yishchola does indeed walk up. Lyse, mercy, 'tis good to see you safe and well. What news have you from the east? Lyse explains. Cutscene pans up, goes black. Explanation over. Disturbing developments indeed. Given all that we know, I too would conclude that an Asian now inhabits Zenos' body. A doppelganger might fool the crown prince's subordinates, but mercy? Nay, Alphinaud had the right of it. Would that his wisdom extended to the question of his own safety. Capable though he has become, he ventures alone into the enemy's stronghold, in the shadowy web of the Paragons, like as not. You cross your arms, thinking. Lyse, when it comes to making rash decisions, I'm hardly in a position to criticize, but I'm worried. I just wish there was something I could do for him besides pray. Under the Moonlight is complete. This video is complete. Hopefully before the 13-minute mark, we'll see. Come on, cutscene end. Come on. Nope, we get another cutscene. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. We see the throne. Empty for now. But the Lord and Zenos. Varys Zosgalvus, we cannot suffer icons to exist. Was I not clear on this point? He still looks like a fucking vampire. More than clear, the icon in question was summarily dispatched by the Warrior of Light. The summoner is dead, and the rite beyond repeating. Everything proceeding according to plan. Every party behaving exactly as required. Says Zenos, both those lines. My methods may seem extreme, but there is no cause for concern. I work only to ensure the salvation of this star. And that's the end of this part of the cutscene. We see another part with like a bunch of like machine scraps. All kind of in this like crescent moon shaped pile. And one of the guys wearing... What are you fiddling with that? What are you doing fiddling with that thing? Says a Rogadin soldier to possibly one of this, like the guy that saw us looking into the tomb. Asked you a question, soldier. The other guy stands from his kneeling position, turns his face a little bit. No response yet, but the Rogadin looks kind of shocked for a second, and the other guy pulls his one-handed katana What are you... Have you lost your mind? Says the Rogadin again, backing up very slowly. He is rushed by the other man. Ah! And sliced. And he's down. I'm kind of weak to just take one sword slash me down, man. Like, soldier's training should probably be better than that. Katana-wielding soldier says, I've lost many things, but my mind is yet my own. There upon the stage I stood, prepared to take my final bow, only to find that the finale was but an intermission. Shall I use this chance to repent for my sins, embrace goodness and mediocrity? Nay, I think not. While the one I yearn to face yet lives, the hunt must go on. It's kind of like an elvish-looking man, or Elizin in this game, I suppose. I can't tell who it is. Maybe I should know, but I don't for now. But he does lift off in like a helicopter mech of gold and iron, and takes off into the skies. Probably like a helicopter bomber, or maybe a helicopter like small troop transport, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, we got a lunar cycle. What's that do? What's that? Complete the main... Okay, whatever. So, that quest is now officially over. All the cutscenes are officially over. This video is officially over. I missed the 16:30 mark, but whatever. I will see you next time for the next one. Toodaloo.